same time.
Yeah,
So I have
similar.
this.
Same here. So we don't need to worry, we can say.
Yeah, somehow. But
Yeah, we are.
sometimes I get thin because if I don't eat or I worry, I will just get thin, and then I will look super thin. And when
Yeah,
friends
seriously,
will be
same
like,
with me. If I'll not focus on, like, if I'll skip the meal, the regular
yeah,
meals, then I will also, like, losing weight for me is somewhere you can say easy. If I'll skip
but
meals,
gaining is super
gaining
difficult.
is super difficult for me. It's like, oh God.
Some people are like, you're lucky you have this, like, no, I don't
Huh?
want this. You
I
take
said
it from me.
no. Okay, hello Janab. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm also good. Okay. Dina didn't join. Today I have to
Teacher,
start a very
can I
yes.
get the notes for the PPT of the last class in which I was not able
Yes,
to
yes.
join
Okay, I'll just share the screen. You can take the screenshot. This is
from Tuesdays?
yeah.
Okay.
So you can take the screenshot. And plus one more thing, Labiba, like, did you get any recording for the previous class?
Teacher, I asked, but they didn't send me anything. I was like, I'll just
Just,
let you know.
yeah, just drop them text again. Like, ma'am, I really
Okay.
need it. Can you please share it with me? Okay,
Okay.
because might be they just forgot it. Okay.
Okay.
We didn't did anything unique. I just explained this only. Like, this was your TU and this is your MU. Because in exam hall you have to do the things like TU and MU, right? So you have to draw the schedule and then you have to draw the diagram, right? So you cannot remember TU, but you can remember this MU, right? So MU is 10. Just remember it's a difference of 2. 10, 8, 6, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, minus 2, minus 4 and minus 6. Okay, it is decreasing. And then 10, first one will be remain same. Then 10 plus 8, 18, 18 plus 6, 24. You can find out T, right?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, and then you just need to do two things that, for example, this is a graph for TU. Okay, TU, the consumer, this. So you can see for 1, it was 10. So 1, it was 10. 2, it was 18. 3, it was 24. Right, for 3, it was 24. And like this. Okay, but for MU, you need to make a graph like this. Why? Because you have to show the negative as well, right? So if you're writing 1, 2, 3, so here you write -1, -2, -3. Okay, because you can see you have, see, you are representing MU on y-axis. So that's why you will make negative y-axis only, not x-axis. Why? Because x-axis is all about a unit consumes and they all are positive, right? So this is what I hope you are getting this, Lapika, right? This one?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. And then you can see 1. Just give me one. Okay. So -1 you will be pointing. And then for 1, it is 10. 2, 8. 3, 6. Like this. And over here you can see for 6, it is 0. So for 6, it is 0. Then 6 minus 7 minus, 7 minus 2. Like this. So you can see it is negative. Right? So this is what we did in the previous class. And one more thing was there, like the assumption was there, like whom we will like exclude. Okay, so you don't have to make any notes of it. You just have to write the first thing only. So you'll get the recording. You'll get to know about the things there. Okay. Clear, Labiba?
Yes, teacher. Teacher, can you go up? I have some doubt.
Yes.
Yeah. This thing, no, the downwards is the MU map.
Yes.
The MU
This
thing,
is
and the up
MU.
one
Yeah.
is the TU one.
Yes. You can see this is MU and this is TU. So you have to make two different graphs.
Okay.
Okay.
So for the TU one, it will go in that way, and then for the MU one, it will go in this way.
Yes, because you can see MU is basically the negative as well, na? So that's why you
Yeah.
are making the graph like this. But TU, you are going to make it like this only because you have only the positive terms, right?
Yeah.
The simple.
Okay.
And you can see over here, this is this and this is 0. So this is your basically the equilibrium point, like where you are getting maximum. So this is your, this you will join because this when TU is 30, you are getting your maximum, your MU is 0. Clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great. Now the most important topics which we are going to start today. Okay. Now the question is, ma'am, we are going to discuss consumer equilibrium. Okay, just a minute. I'll just ask Deena whether she is going to join or not. Okay. So consumer equilibrium, right? See, I already told you we have two approaches. One is cardinal when we were doing utility, right? One is cardinal and other one is ordinal. So cardinal is where you are going to use numerical value. Okay, but ordinal where you are not going to use a numerical value because that is a qualitative measure and cardinal is a quantitative measure. Clear, both the girls?
Yes, teacher.
Jenna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now consumer equilibrium. So ma'am, what is consumer equilibrium, right? So it refers to a situation in which a consumer spends his given income on the purchase of a commodity. Commodity is basically the product, right? In such a way that he get maximum satisfaction and there is no tendency to change, right? So, ma'am, what is consumer equilibrium? It refers to a situation in which a consumer spends his given income, because if you have your money, then only you can purchase things, right? So, his given income on the purchase of commodity, of course, you will be getting goods in such a way that he get maximum satisfaction. So the main motive is to get maximum satisfaction and there is no tendency to change. Why this line is important? For example, you have your exam tomorrow, right? So you have your pen and this is your chocolate. Okay. So what you did, you bought, you had your, because you lost your pen today. Okay. So you bought pen from market because that was giving you satisfaction. You bought it from market. But somewhere you got your pen, right? In your home, you had your pen. So now you're like, no, I want to purchase chocolate instead of pen. So no, once you purchase something, there is no tendency to change. Clear?
Teacher, it's a bit confusing.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, consumer equilibrium in case of single. So we will be doing two situations. That consumer equilibrium in single commodity case when you have only one product, and consumer equilibrium in two commodity case. Clear? So you have, we will be doing when consumer gets equilibrium if he is purchasing only one product. When consumer is producing two goods, so when he is getting the consumer equilibrium. So where the maximum satisfaction. So first of all, you will write this consumer equilibrium, then in bracket this, the
Teacher, can
definition
you
of consumer.
explain this thing once again? It's
This one?
confusing.
This
No,
one?
the upper one. It refers to a situation.
Okay.
That one.
What is consumer equilibrium, right? So ma'am, it refers to a situation. It's a situation, okay, in which consumer spends his income. See, if you want to purchase something, you have to spend your money, right? So consumer spends his given income. Why I have written given income? Because you cannot say that, ma'am, I have 10 rupees, Labiba has 10 and Janam has 20. No. Given income means the examiner will be giving you the income. And on the purchase of commodity, where you are spending your money, where the consumer is spending the money on purchasing something, and he will spend that money in such a way that he gets maximum satisfaction, right? So when consumer is spending money, right, and plus he is getting, when he is spending, what he is getting satisfaction. So he will spend his income in such a way that, for example, you have two options. You have 10 rupees. You have two options. Either you can purchase pen or the chocolate. Tomorrow you have your exam. So you will purchase pen. Why? Because that will be giving you the maximum satisfaction. So you can say, ma'am, when I bought pen, that gave me maximum satisfaction. So this is my equilibrium. Clear?
Yes, teacher.
But remember, there is no tendency to change. Once you bought something, you cannot say that, ma'am, I will exchange it or I will get refund of it. No. Once you bought something that was giving you the satisfaction, you are not going to change that again. So that's why there is no tendency to change. Clear?
Yes.
And there are two situations. Consumer equilibrium in one commodity case, like when you are purchasing only one product, and consumer equilibrium in two commodity case when you are purchasing two goods. Okay?
Yes.
You can write it down.
Teacher, I'm done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, good. Next one, we'll be doing the assumption. Okay, so if you are basically, making a graph, so you have to assume something, right? Because then Laviva will be saying, ma'am, this can be this, and Jana will be saying this can be this. Okay, so assumption. First is your income is given, like examiner will be giving you the income that you have 10 rupees. You can, if you will not put the assumption, then for example, you have option chocolate, or sorry, pen and the chocolate. So for example, this is for 10 rupees and this is also for 10 rupees. So you can say, na ma'am, if we have 20 rupees, we can purchase both, right? So that's why you are assuming that your income is given or constant. Okay, it's not going to change. Second, price is also given. You can even, if price is not given, you can say, ma'am, if you have only 10 rupees, okay, then maybe this chocolate is for 5 rupees and the chocolate is for 5 and the pen for 5. You can purchase both the things. So that's why price is also given, or you can say it's constant. Then MU of a rupee is constant. So this one is very important, MU, that I will explain. MU means whatever you have different combination like first, second, third, fourth, like this. So whatever money you are purchasing, whatever money you are spending, whatever income you are spending in purchasing of one product, that will be same for others too. Clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you can write it down.
Done, ma'am.
Teacher, I am also done.
Good. Now, listen to it very carefully. Like we have two things. One is consumer equilibrium in case of single commodity, like one commodity. Okay, and two commodity. Okay, so first we will cover consumer equilibrium in one commodity case. Okay, see, when you are going to start it, so of course you have some assumption, right? So of course, if you are starting there also, you have to assume. So in case of single commodity, let's assume few things. First, the purchase will be restricted only to the single commodity. You cannot say that, ma'am, I'll purchase two. If it is single commodity, you will only purchase one, right? Next, the price of the commodity is already given in the market. The price is also given. The consumer only determines how much needs to purchase. So price is given. You have to determine how much you are going to purchase, right? For example, it is given that the price of chocolate is 10 rupees. So if you have 100 rupees, you will purchase 10 chocolates, right? And if you have 200 rupees, you will purchase 20 chocolates. So price is given. What consumer is going to decide? Consumer is going to decide what he is going to, like how much he is going to buy. Clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes,
Next,
ma'am.
Next, being a rational human being. Rational means who is thinking logically. You are not going to say, ma'am, if this happened, that happened. No. You are a rational consumer, like you will think positive in a good way, the normal things. Okay. So, being a rational human being, the goal of a consumer is to maximize the consumer surplus, which implies the surplus of utility he earns over his expenditure on the good at a point of the purchase. Okay. So, you don't need to write everything, just write um, being a rational human being, the goal of the consumer is to maximize consumer surplus. Okay, till here only. Okay, so that means you are a rational consumer. So your motive should be that you are going to get maximum, the surplus, right? You are not going to get the deficit. You are only going to get the maximum. Okay, this should be your strategy, right? If you have 100 rupees, you won't be thinking like this that, okay, I'll just buy only 2 chocolates, rest I will save. No, how much you can buy? You can buy 10 chocolates. So yes, you will purchase 10 chocolates. So you should focus main on surplus. That you can see, of course, you cannot purchase 11 chocolate because you have only 100 rupees. But you won't be purchasing 2 chocolate. Why? Because you can purchase 10. So you will be purchasing the 10 only because maximum you want. Clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Next, there are no limitation on the consumer expenditure. That is, he has sufficient money to buy whatever quantity decides to buy at a given price. So there is no limitation. See, if you and I will be going to market, our mom will or our parents will never allow us to purchase 100 chocolate, right? Because they'll be saying it will cause cavity, this will happen, not healthy and all that, right? This will happen,
Yes,
na?
teacher.
Yeah.
Always,
Yes,
always.
ma'am.
Yes, but here in this situation there is no limitation on consumer expenditure, right? You will not say, your parents will not say why you are spending 100 rupees on chocolate. No, so here no limitation on consumer expenditure. That means he has sufficient money, right? If he has sufficient money to buy whatever quantity, if he has money he can buy whatever he wants, right? But the price is given. Clear?
Yes, teacher. Teacher, I wish that
Yes,
can
ma'am.
happen in real life also. We can buy
Yeah.
how many chocolates we want.
This happens in exams, like in questions only. You know, in when we were in 10th and all that, we used to get question like this. If Ram bought 100 kg apples, why 100 kg, dude? Like seriously?
Exactly. That doesn't make sense.
Yes, but like seriously, 100 kg, like what's the need? Even if you are purchasing 100 chocolate, I can assume that maybe you are addicted. But 100 kg eggs, especially the eggs. Okay, 12 dozen of banana. Like why, dude? Why? So they can give anything. This happened, that happened, anything.
It's just a
Okay.
fiction life.
Yeah, just the fiction one, but the real life is totally different, right? Okay, so you will write this. First, you will write consumer. This will be the heading. You will put it in box. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Uh, and then you will write the just write the instead of writing everything, you can just write assumption. Even if you write assumption, that's it. Okay, the first, second, and all.
Teacher, can you scroll down a little bit? Teacher, I'm done.
Yeah, me also.
Okay, good. I hope you are getting it, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So now the main thing starts, okay, which is very, very important. Okay. See, our main motive is to get the consumer equilibrium, right? Your main motive is to get consumer equilibrium, right? Yes.
Yes.
So now we are dealing with the one commodity case. You have only one commodity. So the first question will be, ma'am, when I will get consumer equilibrium? So I'll say, see, there are three situations you can get consumer equilibrium. For example, you are getting, this is a medal. Okay, this is a prize. So your people are asking that, ma'am, when I will get medal? What are the condition? If I want that medal or that trophy, how I can become student of the year? Right? This is what you are asking. So I'll be like, you are very good in academics, or you are very good in sports, or you are very good in, this debate society and all that. So these are the three conditions. If you can achieve any condition, like if you are good in academics, you will get the student of the year. If you are good, like either of one. Okay. So this is what, like these are the three conditions. If you are good in all this, then you can get the consumer equilibrium. So there are conditions to get consumer equilibrium. Is it fine?
Yes, teacher.
Chain up
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Oh, good. So now, ma'am, what are the conditions? So conditions of consumer equilibrium in case of single commodity. Okay. So these are the two conditions. Okay. First, your MU, the additional, should be equals to your price. Okay, the first condition. And MU basically means, see, if you are spending something, your MU is a satisfaction, right? So here in bracket you can write MU implies satisfaction and price means the sacrifice. Clear? See, if you are spending your money, then you are doing a sacrifice. Somewhere you are giving that money. So it is like you worked so hard to earn that, but now you are purchasing it, right? But MU is satisfaction and your price is your sacrifice. So your sacrifice should be equal to your satisfaction, right? For sometimes it happens now that we bought something. It was very expensive, but we bought it somehow, right? But after coming home, we feel like, no, this is the fabric is not good, design is not good. So we are it was it was a waste of money. So in that case, situation, you didn't get the consumer equilibrium because your satisfaction and the sacrifice was not equal. But there are some clothes now where we feel like, okay, though it was expensive, but still it was so beautiful. Everyone praised you, so you were like, it was worth, right? So there, the satisfaction and your sacrifice are equal. They are meeting. So there you got the consumer equilibrium, right? So the first condition is marginal utility should be equals to your PA, price. So marginal utility you are going to represent MUX and price is your PUX. Clear? This is clear?
PX.
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, you
Okay.
said PUX, but it's just
Sorry,
PX.
PX. Yes, PX. Okay. MU is marginal utility and P means price. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next is you have already done DMU, right? So second is your law of DMU. Because of law of DMU, what happens? Total gain decreases with additional surplus of equilibrium. See, for example, you are getting. You will reach equilibrium, and after that, whatever you will be consuming, it will be going down. Your MU become negative, right? So your total gain starts decreasing with addition purpose after. So after equilibrium, you met the maximum one. Okay. Even after reaching equilibrium, if you will consume more, then what will happen? You will go down. Your total gain will decrease. Why? Because for example, you ate 5 chapati. Now even you are like, ma'am, I'm done with 5 chapati. Now you ate 1 more chapati, then that will come out. So out of 5, there are only 4 chapati in your stomach now, right? So total gain decreases with additional purchase of equilibrium after equilibrium. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
teacher.
Okay, so these are the two conditions. So if you want to get consumer equilibrium, the condition is your MUX should be equals to your PX. And second condition is that after equilibrium, if you will consume more, then your total gain will fall. Okay, clear?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
ma'am.
Okay. So now how you are going to make your notes? So first of all, you will write hashtag consumer equilibrium in conditions for consumer equilibrium in case of single commodity. Conditions of consumer equilibrium in case of single commodity. Clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. And after that, you will write first point marginal utility equals to price. And then you will make it like this. Like you wrote the first one, and like this you will make it down. And then you will write, see, it can be what will happen when your MUX is greater than PX or when your MUX is less than PX. Okay, so this you will write first condition, then you will make 2 arrows, this and this. And then you will write the second condition. Clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
one you got? You have to just write MU instead of equals to, you are going to write this. When your MUX is greater or your MUX is less than PX. Okay?
Yes, teacher. Instead of the first one, in place of first one, I will write this one greater than
First you will write first one, this condition,
Okay.
and then you will make 2 arrows. Then you will write this,
Okay, okay.
then second.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Teacher, we also have to write the definition.
No, you don't have to write definition. First this one, the heading, condition of consumer equilibrium, then the first point, then
Yeah.
dash dash, then the second condition.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And in bracket you can write this. MU implies satisfaction, and price implies sacrifice. Or you can write mu equals to satisfaction and price equals to sacrifice. Just in corner. Okay, for your idea, or even you don't have to write this in exam hall, definitely. For your idea. If for example, this is your notebook now, so here you get the margin and you can write it over there.
Okay, teacher.
Let me know once you are done, okay?
Done, ma'am.
Teacher, I'm also done.
Okay, great. Now, see, you already know the condition that when your MUX will be equals to PX, you can say, yes, ma'am, we got consumer equilibrium, right? But the question is, if your MUX will be greater than PX, how you will attain the position of consumer equilibrium, right? Or if your MUX is less than price, then how you will attain it? Clear? Now we will look into this. So now you will write, after this, you are going to explain the condition. Clear? So you will write after this. You're not going to write right now. I'll just give you the time. Explanation of condition 1. Okay, so this is what you will write. And this is what down here you will write MUS satisfaction equals to sacrifice. Okay. Then you will write A. A is when your MUX is greater than PX. Okay. Then we will explain it. See, your MUX is your satisfaction and PX is sacrifice. Okay. So your MUX is your and your PX. Okay. MUX is greater. So that means what is you are purchasing X good. Right now you are purchasing only one good, which is your X good, right? So when you bought that X good, that X good was giving you the satisfaction, right? So that means your satisfaction is more than your sacrifice. So when you are getting satisfaction, what you will do? You will increase consumption of X good or you will decrease.
Teacher, can you repeat your question?
As you can see, MUX is greater than PX. So that means you are getting more satisfaction as compared to the sacrifice, right? So when you are getting more satisfaction, what you will do? You will consume more X good or you will stop the consumption of X good?
I think we should stop because we get enough satisfaction now.
Okay. What about Janab?
Yeah, ma'am, we'll stop.
Okay. The question is whether, see, if, for example, from one shop you bought something. Okay. You bought maybe a dress. Okay. So you got satisfaction that, okay, this is so brilliant and all that. So you will again purchase it from that shop or not?
Yeah, but like if we need it only, then we'll purchase it. Now, why will we waste of money? Like,
Yeah. Okay. But the question is like, if you got the satisfaction, then
yeah,
from the same shop you will purchase, right?
yeah, like when we need it at that time, we purchase it from the same shop.
Yeah, even if like for example not the same dress, of course you will not purchase the same dress. Maybe some other day you want some other dress. Maybe you bought a dress, but next day you want socks. Next day you want heels. So you will be purchasing from that shop because the quality was very good, right? So what will
Yeah.
happen when you are getting more satisfaction as compared to sacrifice? You will increase the consumption of X good, right? And
Okay.
law of DMU will operate. Law of DMU. According to law of DMU, as you consume more and more of one good, your MUX keeps on falling. So as you will increase it, then your MUX will start falling. Clear?
Okay, teacher.
I hope you remember DMU, right? As we consume
Yeah,
more
ma'am.
and more. Yeah. So law of DMU will operate and MUX will fall. Right? Earlier it was more, right? So it will fall and it will consumer will like it will fall and it will fall till your MUX become equals to PX and then you will get the consumer equilibrium. Clear? Simple?
Yes.
Very simple. Just remember two things. Being very logical. MUX was greater and PUX is less. Right? So you are getting more satisfaction. So if you are getting more satisfaction, you are like, okay, I'll purchase more. So you will increase the consumption of export, and then law of DMU will operate. What will happen? Your MUX will fall, and it will fall. Right? For example, your MUX was 10 and your price was 5. So your MUX was greater than your price, right? So then it will start falling. After law of DMU, it will start falling. It will be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And then it will stop because it is now equals to price. Clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I hope if you can do this, then you can do the other part, B part. It is opposite, right? So, ma'am, what is this? B part. Okay. Okay. Now, B part. Over B part, it was your MUX is less than your PX, right? So, that means your sacrifice is more, right, as compared to your satisfaction. So, if your sacrifice is your, you are like, oh my God, I wasted my money. Then what you will do for export? You will
Will
increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Yes, you will
decrease.
decrease, right? And then again law of DMU will operate, but this will be negative law of DMU, right? So here,
Yeah.
what will happen? Now your MU will start increasing, right? The
Yes.
negative
Yes,
law
yes,
of
ma'am.
DMU, right? Over here it was decreasing, but if you will take negative of law of DMU, so if you will law of DMU state, if you will consume more and more, your MU will fall. But if you will consume less, your MU will rise, right? Clear?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
now your
Yes, ma'am.
MU will start increasing, and it will increase till MUX become equals to PX, right? So it is like, for example, if your MUX was 10 and your PX was 15, right? So now your MUX and PX. Now you will increase it. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So you will stop over here because now it is equals to your PX. Clear?
Yeah.
Both the condition
Yes,
A and
ma'am.
B condition clear?
Yes, teacher.
It was
Yes,
simple?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Just remember one thing. What is satisfaction? And you have your own brains, right? You know what the consumer will do because at the end we are also consumers. So we know what to do in what situation, right? So you just have to write in theory part. That's it. So now see, over here it is written the same thing. When MUX is greater than PX, the consumer gains more satisfaction as compared to sacrifice, right? So he makes, okay. Let's make it simple. Then hence he get prepared to buy more. Now he will purchase more, right? Then what will happen? Law of DMU operates, right? MU falls as he buy more and become equals to the price of the commodity. MU falls and it falls till it become equals to the price of the commodity. Clear? You can add your line like this. Then MU starts falling, right? As he buys more, MU start falling and MU will fall till it become equals to price of the commodity. Clear? You don't have to
Yes,
write
ma'am.
it this line. Okay. Next, when MUX is less than, so a consumer suffer losses. Here he's getting suffers loss because here he was getting more satisfaction. He is paying more than what is actually gains, right? So he reduced consumption of the commodity. See, you don't need to write all this thing. You will write a consumer gains less satisfaction as compared to the sacrifice. Okay, instead of more, just write less. Okay, because that will be easy for you to learn.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't copy it, paste. So you will write same line, just after this write less. Okay, less satisfaction as compared to sacrifice. Okay, so he reduced consumption of the commodity X. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then law of DMU operates and in bracket in opposite direction. So MU begins to rise and become equals to price, and MU begins to rise and MU will rise till it becomes equals to price of the commodity. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So here it is written, hence he gets prepared to buy more. So you can write, he increases consumption of the commodity. Okay. So instead of writing this, just write it like this. He increases consumption of the commodity. Clear? So that you have the same line for both the things. You just have to change less and you have to change one more thing. less satisfaction, and you have to change reduces and increases the consumption. Clear?
So teacher, we just have to write these two things.
Yes. Okay. I'm just explaining again. Okay. First, you will write this. Then you will write. See, you will write explanation of condition 1. Then you will write this. MUX equals to PX. Then satisfaction is equals to sacrifice. Okay. And then you will write A. And A here you will write MUX is greater than PX. Okay. Then A you will explain this, that a consumer gain more satisfaction as compared to the sacrifice. So what he will do? He increase consumption of commodity. First point. Second point, that he increase the consumption of the commodity. Third, it's law of DMU. Okay. And then fourth, that the MU will start falling and it will fall till it become equals to this. Okay. Just make your own things. Okay. And then you will write B, this. MUX is less than PX. Then same. A consumer gain less satisfaction as compared to the sacrifice. Okay. And then he reduces consumption of the commodity. Law of DMU operates bracket in opposite direction. MU begins to rise and become and keeps on rising till it become equal to the price of the commodity. Clear?
So it's confusing, but yeah, somehow we'll do it.
Okay, it's confusing. Wait, I'll just erase everything. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, wait. I hope you have not started, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. Nothing. Just write explanation. You have started, Jana?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Explanation of condition 1. Okay. Then you will write this. MUX equals to PX. And then down you will write satisfaction equals to sacrifice. Clear? Then you will write A. And then you will write MUX is this one. Okay. So then you will write the first point will be this. First point, second point, third point. First point is a consumer gains more satisfaction as compared to sacrifice. Clear? Right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Then you will write this line. He increases consumption of commodity. Okay. Second point. Okay. Then third point, third point, this law of DMU operates. Clear? And the
Yeah,
fourth
ma'am.
point, MU falls as he buys more and becomes equal to the price of the commodity. Clear?
So teacher, we have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
write the points itself. We cannot just directly write it.
If you want to make it in a paragraph, you can, but that will be easy. But if you want to write it in a paragraph, you can. But don't get confused that you don't have to write this line. Okay.
So yeah, when
Okay, ma'am.
MUX is greater than PUX, a consumer gains more satisfaction as compared to sacrifice.
Mhm.
And then the law of DMU will operate. And then if
after
the
this,
MU
this after sacrifice, downward. इधर आना है. इधर he increases consumption of the
Okay.
commodity. Okay. He
Okay,
increases consumption of commodity. Then the third point, this law of DMU. Okay. And the fourth
and then
point
the
from
fourth
here on.
point MU for the device.
Yes.
So that's it.
Yes.
The 4 points you have to write. Okay.
And similarly, everything will be opposite for the next one. Right? Same
Okay.
one, but you are going to write.
Yeah, ma'am. So we'll write in bracket in
Yeah.
opposite direction.
Yes. And here you will write a consumer suffered losses as he is pay. Here you will write a consumer gains less satisfaction. Opposite everything. More instead of first write one first point, then I'll explain you the second point. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Your third point is this. Okay, I'm just marking it. Not third point. Your second point is this. He.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Laviva done?
Yeah, teacher, I'm done.
First point, right? Now the B point. Okay. So for B point, you will write this, the box. Okay. That MUX is greater, sorry, less than that. Okay. And then the first point will be this. This first point. A consumer gains less satisfaction as compared to the sacrifice he makes. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
And then second, this, he reduces consumption of the commodity. Law of DME operate in negative direction. And this still here. Clear? But the only first point it will be here. First point it will be here. Clear?
So it is in order only now, the same way we did in just the
Yeah,
opposite
same
way.
way. Yeah, same way. But the only thing is that you have to change some terms. Like instead of more, you will get less satisfaction. Instead of increased consumption, you will write reduced consumption. Other will be same. Okay. And MU begins to rise. Here it was MU falls. But here MU begins to rise.
So that one is the first sentence, and then the second one is
He reduces this one.
okay.
And third one is law of DMU. And fourth one is last one. MU begins. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Okay. Teacher, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So I'll just take one more minute. Okay. Next is condition 2, which is total gains. Okay, we have to do. We'll just continue in the next class. Okay. Clear, girls?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Then you just have to revise this and make sure that just give it a revision and make sure that you can do the things on your own. Okay. Instead of